Burnout after 50 is not just a bad week. A bad week passes. Burnout follows you home. It shows up Sunday night when your stomach tightens. It shows up when small things make you snap. It shows up when you finish work you used to care about and don't feel proud. You just feel empty. And somebody online says, just quiet quit. Hold on. Quiet quitting can mean a lot of things. Some people use it to mean slacking off, hiding, doing bad work, or trying to get away with something. That's not what we're talking about. Quiet quitting the right way means this: do your actual job, do it clean, do it honestly, and stop giving your job every piece of your health, peace, evenings, weekends, and life. That's not lazy. That's boundaries. And if you're burned out at 50, boundaries may be what keeps you from blowing up your job, your health, and your home life. Let's talk about how to pull back the right way. Steady, clean, one line at a time. Number one, know the difference between tired and burned out. Everybody gets tired. You work hard, have a rough week, get some rest, and recover. Burnout is different. Burnout is when rest doesn't refill the tank. You wake up tired, you go to work tired, you come home tired. Then you're too tired to enjoy the time you work so hard to protect. That's a trap. Burnout can make a good worker look like someone who stopped caring. But many burned out people cared too much for too long. They said yes to many times, stayed late too many times, too many nights, covered for broken system, carried problems that were not theirs, let the job eat every spare inch of their life. After years of that, something starts to give. Maybe your temper gets short, maybe your sleep gets worse, maybe Sunday feels like a threat, maybe the work you used to give your pride now feels like weight on your chest. That does not mean you're broken. It means something is leaking. The next clean step is simple. Write down what burnout looks like to you. Bad sleep, short temper, dread, no energy, no patience, no room left for anything outside work. That list tells you what you need attention. That list tells you what needs attention. You can't fix a leak you refuse to look at. Number two, define what quiet quitting is. Quiet quitting the right way is not stealing time. It's not doing bad work. It's not lying to your employer, not making your coworkers carry your load. Handle it wrong, it can create problems you don't need. The right version is cleaner. You do what you're paid to do. You meet responsible expectations. You treat people with respect. You keep your word. Then you stop donating extra pieces of your life just to prove you're reliable. No more unpaid hero act. No more answering every non emergency message at night. No more volunteering for every extra task because nobody else will. No more carrying the whole department while pretending you're fine. A good worker does not have to become a martyr. There's a difference between being dependable and being used up. The next clean step: write down your actual job duties. Then write down the extra things you keep doing that drain you. The second list is where the boundary work starts, not with anger, with clarity. Three, pick one boundary that will hold. The mistake is trying to change everything at once. You get burned out, then suddenly want to fix the whole job, the boss, the schedule, the coworkers, the company culture, and your entire life by Friday. That usually doesn't hold. Start smaller. Pick one boundary. Maybe you stop checking work email after dinner. Maybe you take your full lunch break. Maybe you stop volunteering for extra shifts. Maybe you leave at the scheduled time unless there's a real emergency. Maybe you stop answering work calls on your day off. Pick one that gives you breathing room without blowing up your responsibilities. Then hold it for 2 weeks. Quietly, calmly, no big speech. Just start acting like your time belongs to you again. Some people may push back, but that doesn't always mean the boundary is wrong. It may mean they're just used to using you. Stay professional. Stay calm. Keep the line clear. The next clean step: Choose one boundary today and write it in plain words. I do not check work messages after dinner unless I am officially on call. That's clear. Clear beats emotional. Number 4, stop rewarding bad systems with your health. A lot of workplaces survive because good workers keep covering broken systems. Short staffed, the reliable person stays late. Poor planning, the reliable person cleans it up. Bad communication, the reliable person figures it out. Lazy coworker, the reliable person carries the load. After a while, the company doesn't see a problem. Why would they? The work still gets done. Your back just pays the bill. That's where burnout grows. Good crews help each other. Good workers step up when it matters. But if every week is an emergency, it's not an emergency anymore. It's a system. And you do not fix a bad system by sacrificing your health forever. You can still be professional. You can still do quality work. You can still care. But caring does not mean absorbing every failure around you. The next clean step, notice a repeat emergency. Same bad schedule, same last minute request, same person dumping work, same meeting that creates more confusion. Write it down. Patterns matter. Once you see a pattern, you can decide what needs boundary, conversation, and a bigger plan. Number 5, have the calm conversation if needed. Sometimes boundaries can be handled quietly. Sometimes they need a conversation. If the workload is impossible, the schedule is wrecking your health, or expectations are unclear, it may be time to speak up. But don't go in hot, go in prepared. Keep it simple. I want to keep doing good work here, but the current workload is not sustainable. I need to clarify priorities. That's different from walking in and saying what you really want to say. The goal is not to win a fight. The goal is to get clarity, ask questions. What's the top priority? What can wait? What should come off my plate if this new task gets added? What does done look like? A lot of burnout comes from trying to do 10 number one priorities at the same time. That's not work. That's chaos with a paycheck. The next clean step. Before the conversation, write down 3 facts. What is happening? What is the impact? What do you need clarified? Facts keep the conversation from turning into blow up. Use the energy to get back on real life. This is the whole reason to do it, not to be lazy, to get some life back. When work has taken everything, even a small boundary can feel strange. You leave on time, you don't know what to do. Take lunch, feel guilty. You ignore a non-urgent message and feel like you broke a law. That feeling passes. Then a little room opens up. Use it well. Take a walk, make dinner, call somebody, sit outside, fix something around the house, go fishing, work in the garden, read, sleep, spend time with your spouse, kids, grandkids, or dog. Do something that reminds you you're more than a job title. That matters because if all you do is pull back from work and doom scroll for 3 hours, you may not feel much better. The recovered time needs somewhere good to go. The next clean step, pick one thing outside work that fills you back up, even a little. Put it on the calendar this week. Small counts. 20-minute walk counts. A real dinner counts. Phone call counts. The point is to prove your life still exists outside the job. Number 7, know when burnout is telling you something bigger. Sometimes boundaries are enough. Sometimes they're not. If the job is toxic, unsafe, abusive, or destroying your health, quiet quitting may only be a temporary brace. A brace can help, but it's not the same as a repair. If you're still getting worse after setting reasonable boundaries, the bigger question may be, do I need a different role, different department, different company, a different kind of work, plan to leave? That does not mean storm out tomorrow. It means pay attention. And if what you're feeling is deeper than work stress, get help. If you feel hopeless, numb, constantly anxious, or like you can't function, talk to a qualified professional. Doctor, therapist, a counselor, trusted support line. There's no shame in that. Strong people use support. That's how they stay strong. The next clean step, ask one honest question. Is this job the problem or is this job showing me a bigger problem? The answer matters. So, in closing, burned out at 50 does not mean you're weak, does not mean you're lazy. It does not mean you stop caring. It may mean you've been given too much for too long without enough coming back. Why quitting the right way is not quitting your standards. It's quitting the habit of handling your whole life to a job. Do your work. Do it honestly. Protect your time. Set one boundary. Stop feeding broken systems with your health. Have the calm conversation if needed. Use the energy you get back on real life. Pay attention if the problem is bigger than burnout. You don't have to blow up your job today. You don't have to make a dramatic speech. Just draw one line, then another. That's how you get steady again. If this helped, hit the like button so YouTube knows to show it to more people who may need it. Subscribe if you want more plain spoken videos about work, burnout, starting over, and finding the next clean step after 50. Leave a comment telling me what boundary people need most at work. Take care of yourself. Get steady. Keep building. And I'll see you in the next one.